Kia ora, and the theme this week will be temperatures. We are, of course, officially in summer, the meteorological summer at least, and we are expecting the temperatures to really follow suit. So the reason for those warm temperatures will be the warm, moist air being brought in by this weather system that we can already see on the satellite imagery. This weather system also brings westerly, northwesterly winds across the country, so that will also be helping to ramp up those temperatures. But that's not all the weather system brings. It's also bringing some heavy rain and strong wind conditions. So because of that, we currently have a couple of heavy rain watches as well as a heavy rain orange warning for Westland. The heaviest of that rain is expected in the ranges with lesser amounts elsewhere. We also have a strong wind watch in place, and that is for Wairarapa as well as parts of Hawke's Bay. Those gusty winds could be reaching about 100 kilometers per hour in exposed areas, but more information about those watches and warnings are available on metservice.com. So having a look at what we're expecting for the rest of today, plenty of high cloud over most of the country, maybe a little bit of that low cloud along the Canterbury coast, very similar to what we've seen over the last few days or a few days ago at least. And as the evening comes on, we see this weather system approaching and that rain starting to set up in the west. And even down here in the lower South Island, the early part of Tuesday morning, we could see some light rain as this warm front crosses over. So the overnight period, we're also expecting fairly warm temperatures, relatively warm temperatures overnight. We see these temperatures are in the mid-teens. And I just want to draw your attention down here in the east. 17 degrees along the eastern coastline. So quite a warm evening ahead. And that's actually something we're going to be seeing quite a lot of over the next few days. So having a look at Tuesday, relatively settled conditions expected over the North Island. For the South Island, we are expecting that rainfall as that weather system continues its way northwards. In the east, maybe less rain, but definitely a warm day ahead. So let's take a closer look at the North Island. Again, fairly settled conditions, partly cloudy conditions. However, for Eastern Bay of Plenty, we could see maybe some drizzle setting up down there or up there. Down here for us in the lower North Island, a cloudier story for places like Horowhenua, Kapiti, even northern Wellington, we could see some drizzle patches. But elsewhere, quite a fine day expected, maybe just some high-level cloud. But the main thing to look out for will be those temperatures. Just a few days ago, we saw those temperatures in the 30s, and we're expecting another hot day on Tuesday. 29 up in Gisborne, 30 degrees in parts of the Hawke's Bay. But also keep an eye out on these minimum temperatures going from 30 degrees during the day, only dropping down to 19. So a fairly warm and muggy night expected into Wednesday morning. So for the South Island, it is going to be about this weather system bringing rain to the west. It continues to move northwards throughout the day, taking the rain with it. Things start to ease once that weather system has crossed. In the lower South Island, Southland, Otago, parts of Canterbury, in the morning, we see that light rain moving across. So some spots of rain, once it moves across, things start to clear up a little bit. But we've got some showers expected in parts of Clutha and eastern Southland, maybe even a thunderstorm down there. Elsewhere, just some partly cloudy conditions, mostly high cloud really. But again, the eastern South Island will be seeing those temperatures start to increase on Tuesday during the day. So 28, maybe even warmer for other parts of Canterbury, even down in Otago, about 27 in Dunedin. A stark contrast with what's happening on the other side of the mountains, struggling to even hit 20 degrees. So having a look at what we're expecting on Wednesday, again, those westerly, northwesterly winds across the country, and that next approaching weather system means that we are expecting a warm day on Wednesday. Those hot temperatures again down the eastern parts of the country, but really over most of the country, coming from a muggy night to a warm day to another muggy night into Thursday. And then into Thursday, we see that weather system continuing to move northwards weakening as it reaches the North Island. And for the South Island, those winds will have turned a little bit more southwesterly. So very average temperatures, once again, at least not as warm as we're expecting for the next few days. Whereas for the North Island, especially in the east, another hot day expected. Now it is summer, and as we've been doing for the last few years, Met Service is currently doing its heat alerts, indicating when we're expecting those warm, muggy nights, those very hot days, those days that are hotter than your average summer day. So do keep a lookout on your weather app, as well as metservice.com, for any of those hot conditions that we're expecting. That's it for now for today. Ma dewa.